Hello. Today, let us continue the September month of current affairs from the economy section. So, central bank digital currency is in news. So, what is this central bank digital currency? Central bank digital currency is a legal tender that is issued by the central bank in digital form. It is same as the fiat currency and it is transacted using the wallets that are offered on blockchain technology. So here the transaction can be from person to merchant through a QR code. What is the general difference between this and our UPI is in central bank digital currency, whenever the transaction is done, it occurs between those two people only. But in UPI, the transaction actually are backed by the banks. Means when we transfer money to someone via UPI, it is actually the bank which is transferring the money. So this central bank digital currency is like using the normal money, fiat money, that is coins and all. We take the money and we give to someone, means from our account it will be reduced, but there is no interbank, nor there is no bank in between the transactions. So what is this fiat currency? Fiat currency is the one that is not backed by a commodity such as gold or silver, and it does not have any intrinsic value of its own. For example, dollar, rupees, euros, and all. These are all called as fiat currencies. Then we have incremental cash reserve ratio. We all know that what is cash reserve ratio. So it is a certain amount of funds that are being asked by the RBI to the banks to keep them aside to prevent the bank run and all. So this is incremental cash reserve ratio. So this is also very similar to that, but there is a minor difference. Let us see. RBI to discontinue incremental cash reserve ratio in a phased manner. So it was introduced as a temporary measure to manage surplus liquidity and to absorb the excess liquidity generated by the various factors, notably during the return of the 2000 rupee notes to the banking system. So unlike the CRR that applies to the entire deposit base, this ICRR specifically targets the new deposits only. So the deposits that are made after a certain base value are considered for a certain period of time, and by using this, the 2000 rupee notes have been completely replaced by the new ones. And this also has some kind of impact on the economy, like same as that of the CRR, because as the liquidity is being sucked out now, so there will be lesser money to lend, thus the interest rates will go high, and people cannot borrow much things, so the prices fall down, such things, all things happen. Then we have NPCI is in news. So this has brought some new initiatives like credit line on UPI, UPI Lite, tap and pay, hello UPI, that is a conversational payments on UPI, and bill pay connect, which is also similar. Bill pay, bill conversational bill payments. But what is important here is not the news, but the body NPCI itself. So this is a body which was created in the year 2008 under the Payment and Settlement System Act. So this is a statutory body, and this is a not-for-profit organization body under the Companies Act, and it has been created by the consortium of Reserve Bank of India, Indian Bank Associations, mainly to operate in the retail payment and settlement systems. And its head, where is its headquarter? It is in Maharashtra, Mumbai. What is Skill India digital platform? So government has launched the Skill India digital platform to for transforming Indian skill education entrepreneurship landscape. So what is this is basically providing the skills online to people. So who has built this platform? This is by the NSDC, that is National Skill Development Cooperation, and it has received the money from World Bank through the program called as Sankalp, that is Skill Acquisition and Knowledge Awareness for Livelihood Promotion Program, Sankalp. So this mainly helps in the uninterrupted learning through handheld devices, generally mobiles, and it has introduced the concept like digital CVs via personal QR code, which mainly helps in increasing their employability. Then we have Bima Sugam is in news. Insurance Regulatory Development Authority of India has set up a committee to oversee the creation and development of Bima Sugam. So, what is this Bima Sugam? It is an online marketplace that will allow the companies that sell the life and non-life insurance platform on a single platform. So, you can call this basically as the policy bazaar of Government of India, and the customers will access the service through an account which is called as e-insurance account, that is EIA. Then we have angel tax. The central government has eased some of the provisions of the angel tax that are introduced in the budget this year. So first we will know what is angel tax. So angel tax is a tax that is generally charged on the startups who have raised the capital higher than their fair share market values, because generally in startup, like, the investment is not done based on the current value, but it is generally done on the value based on the potential. So generally they tend to get more money than their fair share price. So what is the additional amount that they have got above their fair share price, only that will be taxed, and that tax is around 30%. So this is angel tax. And what are the reforms they are proposing now? The CBDT has provided the valuation of the compulsory convertible preferential shares can also be based on the fair market value of the unquoted equity shares. And earlier the angel tax was imposed only on the investments made by the resident investors, but in the Finance Act of 2023, it proposed to extend the angel tax even to the non-resident investors. Then we have Samudrayana. So before knowing Samudrayana mission, we have to know about Matsya 6000. So this is an Indian crewed deep submergence vehicle that will be utilized for the deep sea exploration. Generally, it will carry three people, and this ensures that there is a direct human observation of the ocean, mainly its surface, like minerals, nickel, cobalt, such rare earth metals will be observed directly. And after the Matsya 6000, India has also achieved a landmark of being the sixth nation of going deep underwater below 5000 meters. Like, uh, how we went to space, we are the fourth nation. Now we are going below, that is by 5000 meters. Who are those countries that went before us? They were US, China, Russia. These are compulsory. So the other one is France and Russia, France and Japan. So we are now the sixth one. Now let's see about Samudrayan mission. This is the first manned deep ocean mission to send three humans to 6 kilometer deep in submersible to support the blue economy, and it is been the nodal ministry is by Ministry of Earth Science. And India was the first country in the world to have sponsored the exploration of the deep sea minerals via polymetallic nodules in the central Indian Ocean in the year 1987. So it's quite good to know. Then we have Gujarat Declaration. So what is Gujarat Declaration generally related to? This is related to traditional medicines. So India hosted the first World Health Organization's Global Traditional Medicine Center at Gujarat. And in the Global Summit 2023, they also released the Gujarat Declaration underlining the outcome of the first WHO traditional medicines. So it mainly wants to implement the evidence-based traditional complementary integrative medicines, and also ensure the right of the indigenous people for fair and equitable sharing of the resources. So in which place the traditional medicine center has been opened? I think it is in Jamnagar. Then we have Tribes India Pavilion. So basically, this was an expo which was mainly held during G20 in Delhi actually. So this was mainly coordinated by the TriFed Ministry, TriFed from in the Ministry of Travel Affairs. So we have to just basically know the locations of these arts here. So first is the Pithora art. So Pithora art, it is a kind of painting that is associated with Gujarat and Maharashtra, generally painting of animated figures. Then we have Gond painting. This is from the Madhya Pradesh. Then we have Saur painting. Saur is from Odisha. Then Angora shawls. Angora shawls are from Himachal. Pashmina shawls are from Ladakh. Earlier, it was in earlier books it is given Pashmina shawls are from Jammu and Kashmir because it was undivided. But now, as there is a segregation, we have to be much more specific. So Pashmina shawls are from Leh Ladakh and Maheshwari silk saris. So this is also from Madhya Pradesh, and this sari is was made popular by Ahilyabai Holkar, who asked her designers, we can say that time, to design a 10 yard inch sari. Sorry. Then we have Dokra art. Dokra art is a metal craft art which is practiced in the tribal belt of West Bengal, Andhra Pradesh, Orissa, and Madhya Pradesh, mainly the eastern belt. Then we have metal Ambabari craft, which is seen in Rajasthan. Then we have Global Innovation Index. So first things first, who is a publisher of this? This is being published by World Intellectual Property Organization. And what is the India's rank? India has ranked to 40th rank in 2023, and India is first among the lower middle income groups to be in the top 10. It is the first among the lower middle income group actually. And in India, Niti Aayog will be hosting the virtual event. So what are the parameters that are considered for this? Institutions, human capital, research infrastructure, market sophistication, business sophistication, knowledge and technology outputs and outputs. So was our rank improved or declined? Actually, our rank has been improving very well from last around from 2015. Actually, we our rank was 81, but now it has improved from 81 to 40, almost half. So this is a good indicator. So there is a high probability that the Global Innovation Index is asked. What we have to remember: World Intellectual Property Organization, and India's rank is 40. And who is the number one rank? It is Switzerland. Then we have Aditya L1 is also in news. This is launched by ISRO from the Satish Dhawan Space Center of Sriharikota. It was mainly launched with the help of PSLV C-57, and it is mainly for the observation of the sun. So what we have to know here is where is it going? It is going in the Lagrange point L1, which is in between the sun and the earth. And we should also know about its payloads. It has some payloads like Welk, Suit, Solex, Helios. So these are the payloads that are important. And then oh, Aspects Papa, all these Suit, Solex, Helios, Aspects Papa, all are these the payloads of what this Aditya L1 mission. Then what is Lagrange points? So basically these are the points on the space where the centrifugal force is balanced by the gravitational force of the two bodies. So this ensures that the body is placed very easily with much more stability. Which other countries have the same or the similar solar missions? Japan has a similar mission which is called as TRACE. It is in partnership with NASA, and US has Parker Solar Probe in association with the European Space Agency. Then it also has a SOHO, which was in 1995 it was launched, and China has ASO, Advanced Space Based Solar Observation, which it had launched in the year 2022. Then stem cell therapy are also in news because recently Delhi court had permitted to use this stem cell therapy to treat autism spectrum disorder in a child, but this was opposed by the Ethics and Medical Registration Board. So what is this basically? Stem cells. Stem cells basically are those cells from which we can derive other type of cells. For example, in stem cells we have three types of cells generally: totipotent cells, pluripotent cells, and multipotent cells. Totipotent means total. From single cell, entire organism can be developed. For example, zygote, it is a single cell. From that we can develop the entire organ, then entire organism, totipotent cell. Then we have pluripotent cells. Pluripotent means from this we can get multiple type of organs, but not all. Then the next is a multipotent cells. Multipotent cells are generally found in the bone marrow, and in the bone marrow, like these are mainly used to generate the WBCs and RBCs. So they were using these cells to treat the autism, but this has been opposed by the ethics board. So what is autism spectrum disorder? It is an disorder generally related to the neurology. Then we have OC-REX. So the expansion of this is origins, spectral interpretation, resource identification, and security regolith explorer. So this was the mission of NASA, which was launched in the year 2016. It basically wanted to study the asteroid Bennu and collect the samples on the asteroid Bennu and return to back to Earth. So this has been landed in, means it is already on the Earth. So on the Utah desert, the spacecraft has landed back. So basic things about asteroid: it is mainly present in between Mars and Jupiter. Then we have Mahendragiri is in news. This is the seventh and the last stealth frigate of the Project 17A. So the four frigates of this class are Nilgiri, Udaygiri, Taragiri, and Mahendragiri. To remember this, just remember Nutam, N-U-T-M, Nutam. N stands for Nilgiri, U stands for Udaygiri, T stands for Taragiri, M stands for Mahendragiri. If you don't remember this, just observe them. All of them are the names of the mountains. For example, this Mahendragiri is a mountain in the eastern Ghats, actually. The eastern Ghats in generally Odisha, I suppose this is there. So yeah, in Odisha this is a mountain. So if you see mountain and all, it is a frigate and it is generally part of Project 17A. And there are still three remaining, that is Himgiri, Dunagiri, and Vindhyagiri. Then we have Bharat Drone Shakti 2023. So this was an expo which was held in Uttar Pradesh, Ghaziabad, basically by the Air Force and the Drone Federation of India. And it had IAF had initiated Mera Mehra Meher Baba Swaram drone competition was organized here. Then we have Shankaracharya is in news. Shankaracharya is in news because a 108-foot tall statue of Adi Shankara Shankaracharya ji has been unveiled in Madhya Pradesh. Where in the Mandat in Mandatta mountain in the Omkareshwar region of Khandwa district. So this murti is also called as Ek Ekatma ki Pratima or statue of oneness. So this mainly depicts Shankaracharya when he was a 12-year-old child and when he had visited Omkareshwar. So some basic facts about Adi Shankaracharya is he was a proponent of the philosophy of Advaita Vedanta. That is, Advaita means non-dualism. Non-dualism Vedanta means he said that only one thing is there. So only they had mentioned Ekatma ki Pratima. Only one thing is there. That is Aham Brahmasmi, something like that. Then we have his guru Govinda Bhagavat Pada, and he had established four main matas. These are important to us because one of them is in Karnataka, that is in Sringeri. Other three are in Badrinath, Puri, and Dwarka. Then we have various statues that are constructed in the last 2 to 3 years. They are also very important because they have some different names. For example, Statue of Unity. Statue of Unity, we all know that Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel it is dedicated to, and it is in Kevadia, Gujarat, on the banks of the river Sardar Sarovar Dam. Then we have Statue of Equality. Equality, it is in Hyderabad and it is dedicated to Ramanujacharya. Then we have Statue of Peace. With this we can identify peace is mainly loved by the Jainism and all. So Jain monk Acharya Sri Vijaya Vallabha Surishwarji Maharaj. It is in Rajasthan. Then we have Statue of Knowledge. So who had maximum knowledge to write our constitution? B.R. Ambedkar. So Statue of Knowledge is related to B.R. Ambedkar and it is in Maharashtra. Statue of Prosperity. Which state do you think is the most prosperous? We feel it is Karnataka, right? So Nadaprabhu Kempegowda has is the Statue of Prosperity, and it is in Bangalore. Then we have Statue of Belief. So Statue of Belief is dedicated to Lord Shiva, and it is in Rajasthan. And Statue of Oneness. Statue of Oneness is now which we read is Shankaracharya. It is in Madhya Pradesh, and we have two are in Rajasthan only. One is a Statue of Peace, and one is a Statue of Belief. M.S. Swaminathan, recently passed out. He was the key architect of the India's Green Revolution. So, what are his contributions? Let us see. He was the Director General of the Indian Council of Agriculture Research and also Secretary to the Government of India. He was the first Asian Director General of the International Rice Research Institute in the Philippines. He became the President and Vice President of the International Union for Conservation of Nature and World Wildlife Fund, respectively. He set up a cobalt 60 gamma garden to study the radiation mutation. He had also developed a new potato and a new variety, and he had also discovered the world's first high yield basmati C4 carbon fixation capabilities. Then he had also got many awards, which of them some we should remember, like Raman Magsaysay in the year 1971, Albert Einstein Science Award, UNESCO's Gandhi Gold Medal, and the first World Food Prize. The Indian government has also awarded him with Padma Shri, Padma Bhushan, and Padma Vibhushan, all the awards. And the latest was in the year 1989, that is Padma Vibhushan. And Dr. Swaminathan, by working with a Dr. Borluga, modified the grains in the laboratories to better suit the Indian soil, giving the higher yield and free of infestations. So, what is his relationship with Karnataka? Because he was instrumental in guiding Karnataka in the dryland farming, and the University of Agriculture Science of Bangalore and Dharwad has awarded him doctorate. Then we have Raman Magsaysay Award. So, one Indian, that is Ravi Kannan, he is an oncologist. He had got this Raman Magsaysay Award in the year 2023. So, he has got this for basically treating of cancer. And there are some basic things about this Raman Magsaysay Awards. It is by the Philippines, and it is also called as a Nobel Prize of Asia. Then we have Shanti Swarup Bhatnagar Prize. So who gives this one? This is being given by CSIR. In which field it is given? Physics, chemistry, maths, biology, environment, PCMB environment it is given. And it is basically on the contributions made to the work in India only and during the last 5 years before he gets the prize. Then we have Rashtriya Vigyan Puraskar. So this is a new award actually. Center floats new science award to recognize the scientist on the lines of civilian awards. So we can call this as a Bharat Ratna kind of thing for the scientist. So this will be commenced in 2024, and it will have categories like Vigyan Ratna, Vigyan Shri, Vigyan US Swanti Swarup, Bhatnagar, and Vigyan Team. So among them, Vigyana Yuva Shanti Swarup will only have the criteria of age, means like Shanti Swarup it will be given to the young scientist and all. Vigyana Ratna for lifetime achievement. Vigyana Shri will be for distinguished contribution to a specific field, and only Vigyan Yuva, sorry, not Vigyana Shanti Swarup and all. Vigyana Yuva will have an age limit of 45 years. So what is the process? Initially, it will be given by CSIR only, but later they will establish a new institution called a National Research Foundation, and they will give that award. And the committee will be headed by the principal scientific advisor to the Prime Minister. Then, when it will be given, actually, it will be announced on May 11th. That is on the National Technological Day because of the Pokhran test, and it will be given on the National Space Day. That is August 23 because of Chandrayaan 3. Then we have Sangeet Natak Academy Amrit Awards. So Vice President Jagdeep Dhankar has presented the one-time Sangeet Natak Academy Awards to the 75 artists who have not been awarded any national honor yet. Then we also have Dada Saab Phalke Award. So this is basically for the film and all. So Wahida Rahman has been awarded the Dada Saab Phalke Lifetime Achievement Award, and it is India's highest award in the field of cinema, and it is annually given at the National Film Awards ceremony. So Dada Saab Phalke is called as the father of Indian cinema because he had directed the India's first full-length feature film called as Raja Harishchandra in 1913. Then some Engineers Day was also celebrated on September 15. So some basic facts about Moksha Gundam Vishvesharaya. He was a Diwan who was preceded by T. Anand Rao and was succeeded by M. Kantraj Aras. And he is also regarded as the maker of modern Mysore. And he was awarded with the Bharat Ratna in the year 1955. Then to Karnataka, what are his contributions are? He was a chief engineer of the KRS Dam at Mysore, responsible for Mysore Soap Factory, Mysore Iron and Steel Works of Bhadravati, Bangalore Polytechnic College, which is now SJC, then Bangalore Agriculture University, State Bank of Mysore. He was also instrumental in founding the Government Engineering College, that is now UVC, which was one of the first engineering institutes in India, but not the first, one of the first, because I think the first one is IIT Roorkee, I suppose. Then we have what are things that are in news. Okay, Asia Cup. Asia Cup was in news. India has won the Asia Cup against Sri Lanka at the R. Premadasa Stadium in Sri Lanka, and the man of the match that time was Mohammad Siraj, who had taken 5 wickets, and Kuldeep Yadav was the man of the series. So every 2 years, the format will be changing of this Asia Cup between ODI and the T20 format. And we did not participate in one World Cup, that is in 1986, because of our relationship with Sri Lanka. Then we have corridor. Uh, economic corridor. Two new infrastructure projects are very important because they were held in the sidelines of the G20. One is the Partnership for Global Infrastructure and Investment, and another one is the India Middle East Europe Economic Corridor. So Partnership for Global Infrastructure and Investment, it was formed in the year 2022 to fund the infrastructure projects in the developing nations. It is a collaborative effort of the G7 countries. So this is a proper, we can call as a, this works on the principles of the Blue Dot Network. Blue Dot Network basically, was a counter to the China's One Belt One Road initiative, and now they have also included a doctrine called as Biden Doctrine into it, and they have repackaged this as better Build Back Better World. Then we have India Middle East Europe Economic Corridor, IMEC. This was found in the year 2023. And who are the major players in it? From India, India will be there. From the Middle East, we have Saudi Arabia and UAE. And from Europe, we will have GFI, that is Germany, France, Italy, and European Union. And USA will be there. Then we have Global Biofuel Alliance. So this was also announced in G20 summit. India wants this to create on the same lines of the International Solar Alliance. So Global Biofuel Alliance. So who are the founding members? There are three countries, that is India, Brazil, and United Kingdom. So other countries are the initiate members are there, but we have to know the observers also because US, Canada, and Singapore are the observer status, and founding members are India, Brazil, and United Kingdom. So what is this biofuel alliance basically? So India wants to become carbon neutral by the year 2070. So it wants to use the biofuels and all. So it wants to use biofuel now. So it has to learn from the best. So who are the current best in the market? They are the Brazil and the US. They have the blending rates around 52% and 30%. But recently India has achieved only the blending rate of 10%, and that too in petrol. So with this global biofuel alliance, they want to increase their global biofuel potential so that they become carbon neutral by the year 2070. So what are biofuels? They are generally derived from the biomass. There are three generations: Generation 1, Gen 2, Gen 3. Gen 1 is basically for the food crops. Gen 2 is generally for the non-food crops, means the damaged food and all. And Gen 3 is for algae, and Gen 4 is basically for the algae that has been modified with the genetic engineering. Then we have East Asia Summit. So Prime Minister visited this East Asia Summit where it was held. It was held in Jakarta, Indonesia. So what is it? It is a regional forum which was established in the year 2005. So what are the its members? To understand its membership, no, there are 10 ASEAN members and along with the 8 other members of this forum. So for ASEAN members, we have the code like MBBS TV Cricket IPL. So M stands for Malaysia, Burma, Brunei, Singapore, and cricket. C is cricket. IPL is Indonesia, Philippines, and Laos, and TV is Thailand and Vietnam. So these 10 countries and another 8 countries are which we can understand them by grouping only. So Australia, New Zealand, then Japan, South Korea, and which Japan, South Korea, and China, yeah, and India, USA, and Russia. So this is a grouping of East Asia Summit, and one more country has been added. Like I think Limor Este, some countries that is the 11th ASEAN member actually that has been added. So that one also you can remember. Then ASEAN Summit, which was also held in same place only in Jakarta. So what the country we know this only all of those countries they are there. Then we have to know what one initiative was very famous during this message summit, that was the life initiative, that is lifestyle for the environment, which emphasized on sustainable lifestyle. And some basic about ASEAN is it was founded in the year 1967 by the Bangkok Declaration, and its headquarters is in Jakarta, Indonesia. To know about its founding members, so we have the code PM sit down. So P is basically Philippines, M is Malaysia, S is Singapore, T is Thailand, I is Indonesia. And it has an initiative of one vision, one identity, one community. Then Phi I Alliance is also in news. So what is this Phi I Alliance? So because I think there was some Canadian Indian issue where a guy from Canada was killed by Indian Special Service agents. So they had claimed that this is by killing by the Indian government only. So this information was given by this Phi I Alliance. So this Phi I Alliance is in news. So when was this established? This was established in the year 1956. And who are the members of this? UK, USA, New Zealand, Australia, Canada. Then we have Mahiti 4 means let's see, is there anything important in this? Mm, no, nothing important from means perspective. So other news in shorts we will do. So Jammu and Kashmir's Udhampur railway station has been officially renamed as a Captain Tushar Mahajan railway station because he had died in an attack. AFSPA has been extended to two new states. Which are those two states? Arunachal Pradesh and Nagaland. This has been in force since 1958, and currently five states are under coming it. So, which are those five states? Those are Janam states. So, Jammu and Kashmir, Assam, Manipur, Arunachal, and Nagaland. So, first hydrogen fuel cell bus, like where who has initiated this? This is by IOC, that is Indian Oil Corporation. Then Taiwan has unveiled Haikun. What is this Haikun? This is the indigenous submarine. Five Islands, we just read it. So Ajit Ninnan, who is he? He is a political cartoonist who passed away recently. Then India Smart Cities Conclave, where it was held? Madhya Pradesh, because they only get that award, so they will only host that one. And what is the best city? Madhya Pradesh means Indore only. Then we have Elephant Festival. This one is also in Madhya Pradesh only. Then we have Pramila Malik. She is the first woman speaker of Odisha. Then we have Indrajal. So what is this Indrajal? This Indrajal is basically anti-drone system. Means there are many incidents where the terrorists are sending the guns, drugs, and all through drones because radar cannot catch it because it is flying at very low altitude. So they need an anti-drone system. For that, India's first AI-powered anti-drone system is Indrajal. Then nation first transit card. Who has launched this? SBI has launched it card. So this is one nation, one card, something like that, and it can be used for digital tickets, fares, payment, everything in one card only. Then we have Varna 23. This is an exercise with India and France. Then Sanchi has become the first Indian solar city. So where is this Sanchi? It is in Madhya Pradesh. Then we have a GI tag for Andhra Pradesh. What is that? That is Atreya Puram Putarakullu, some sweet which is made up of rice and jaggery. And Korpat Kala Jeera rice. This is of Odisha and is also called as Prince of Rice. Then Salem Sago. What is this Salem Sago? This is basically Saudani. Then this has GI tag is with Tamil Nadu. India's first lighthouse festival. It is in Goa. Then the Singapore elections were also concluded. So who had won? Tharman Shanmugam, something like that. Then we have Nagorno-Karabakh conflict. So this is a conflict between Azerbaijan and the Armenia because of the land called as Nagorno-Karabakh. So the other regions that are important here are, I think there is a pass in between them, some Nishchay pass or something is there. That is also very important. And here US and Russia are also involved. So because of that only Armenia has recently walked off the CSTO. Then we have Georgia has declared October as the Hindu Heritage Month. So Georgia is a state in USA that has recognized Hindu Heritage Month in October. Then we have Veer Rangana Durgavati Tiger Reserve. This is the newest tiger reserve, that is the seventh tiger reserve of Madhya Pradesh. We have a book called as Fire on Ganges. So this is a book by Radhika Iyengar to emphasize the relationship between the life and afterlife. Let's move forward. So this is a campaign that is run by NCRT and UNESCO, generally mainly to ensure that the children are overall well-being and healthy. Then we have Nuakai Festival. So Nuakai Festival is an agriculture-based festival in Odisha and Jharkhand. Then we have Bangu's Adventure Festival. So this is a tribal festival that is generally celebrated in Jammu and Kashmir. Then government has launched some new e-initiatives. Let us see one by one. Three are there. Kisan Rin portal. Basically, this aims to give credit farmers access to subsidized credit through Kisan credit cards. Then Gargar KCC Abhiyan. So connect the beneficiaries of PM Kisan who did not get the KCC scheme. And WIND scheme. Basically, WIND stands for Weather Information Network Data System. Mainly a system where the information about the rain and all will be given to the farmers so they can decide which crops to grow and which to not. Then we have Women Reservation Bill 2023. It is the 128th Amendment Bill, but 106th Constitutional Amendment Act. So 33% reservation is given to women in Lok Sabha and state legislative assemblies. Then we have new World Heritage Sites of UNESCO. Three are there actually. No, I think huh, 40 2 are there. 41st is Shanti Niketan, that is in West Bengal, and 42nd is the Hoysala temples in Karnataka. Then we have old parliament has been now renamed as Samvidhana Sadana. And who it was constructed by? It was constructed by Lutens and Baker in the year 1979, 27. And when who was the viceroy then? Irwin. He was viceroy then. Then Yashobhumi. So this is basically the expo center in the Delhi where they held the G20 and all. Then we have Niti Aayog has launched UPAG app. So this is a unified portal for agricultural statistics. India gets its first Airbus C95 and it will further be manufacturing under Tata Group only. Bharat, the mother of democracy portal, is under Ministry of Culture, which had showcased the history of the democracy since the Sindhu Saraswati civilization. Then President Murmu had inaugurated the first global symposium of the farmer rights in Delhi. Then we have Rashtriya Poshan Ma, means Rashtriya Poshan month when it is celebrated in the month of September. Then we have when was G20 meeting date? Just know the when on which date it was celebrated. It was actually on the 9th and 10th of the September, and it is the 18th meeting. Now G20 is not G20, actually it has become G21 because of the addition of the European Union. So this European Union is basically a conglomeration of the 55 member states of the Africa. So it has its headquarters in Ethiopia as at its capital, that is Addis Ababa, some name is there. Then we have the world's tallest Nataraja statue was installed in G20 at the G20 summit. What was its height? 28 feet. Arogya Maitri Cube. So this is the small portable disaster hospital relief where they will put some medicine in it and then attach it to drone and they will send it to where disaster happened. So they are calling it as a Maitri Cube. So under which program this has been launched? Under the Bhishma initiative, that is Project Bhishma, Bharat Health Initiative for Sahyog Hita Maitri. Then NCRT gets deemed university status. That's now. Then India is the largest home built nuclear plant. India's largest home built nuclear plant starts operation, that is 700 megawatt in Kakrapura, Gujarat. Then Malviya mission, we have read this teachers training New Delhi by UGC for higher education. India's first UPI ATM, where is it? It is in Maharashtra, Mumbai by Hitachi and NPCI. So Rahul Naveen takes charge as the director of the ED. R. Madhavan has been nominated as the president of FTTI Pune. Jaya Verma Sinha is the first woman chairperson to head the railway board. Wahida Rahman, we have seen that she got the Dada Palke award. Then we have Swati Naik from Odisha. She had received the Norman Borlaug Field Award. So this is important because this guy is the world's father of Green Revolution, and this year India's father of Green Revolution died. So there might be a question on this. She had received this award. Then Raman Maxey, Ravi Kannan, that oncologist. Then Cochin University has named the a new torrid grade species as APJ Abdul Kalam, that is Battipis kalami. Hindi Divas. It is celebrated on 14 September and the theme is Traditional Knowledge to Artificial Intelligence. World Ozone Day is on 16 September and the theme is Montreal Protocol, fixing the ozone layer and reducing the climate change. Then we have the World Tourism Day on 27 September and tourism and green investment is a theme. Then we have ISSF World Championship, that is a shooting championship, where it was held in Baku, Azerbaijan, and India ranked third. Who was first? China. India's Grand Pixar 2023. This is important because this does not happen many times in India. So where was it held? It was held in Noida, Uttar Pradesh at the Buddha International Circuit. So who is the winner? Italian rider Marco Bezzici something. Just remember Marco Bez. Durand, it is related to football. So it is who has won this? Mohun Bagan SG had defeated the Bengal. Then Asian Games where was it held? Hangzhou, China. Who was India's official sponsor? Amul. Neeraj Chopra has won since second in the Diamond League final. Then Grand Slams, all those the four Grand Slam you have to know. Australia, French, US are won by Novak, while Wimbledon is won by Alcazar. Then we arrive at news in shorts. So Reserve Bank of India had in August in bulletin said that Karnataka had secured the fifth place among the Indian states in attracting the multi-state projects. Karnataka's first and only skin bank is established in government-run Victoria Hospital in Bangalore. KSRTC has secured the Asia's Business Quality Awards in four categories. Then, first of its kind, Bescom and BBMP have installed a 500 kilowatt underground distribution transformer in Malleshwaram. So, EdTech in Bangalore had raised around 8 billion, that is highest, followed by Maharashtra. Then we have K. Dhanpal. He is important because the Prime Minister had taken his name in the Man Ki Baat, where he is a conductor, but he discovers the inscriptions in his time in his free time, and he sends them to Karnataka Itihasa Academy. Narayan Bhagwat of Sirsi and Sapna Anigod of Bagalkot has won the national best national teachers on the Teachers Day. And we have Karnataka's first elephant care facility has been opened in Malur. Where is Malur? It is in Kolar. Then we have Karnataka Renewable Energy Development Limited has set up a 500 megawatt is proposed to set up a 500 megawatt at Aurad Bidar. On which lines? Powered Solar Park. Where is it? It is in Tumkur. Then we have International Institute of Triple IT Bangalore has got the Green University Award from the NYC Green School Conference, which was held in New York. Chief Minister Siddaramaiah has inaugurated One Monument, One Heritage, One Identity, Our Pride campaign. Then we have the World Tourism Day. On this day, I think the sacred ensembles of Hoysala were showcased. Then we have Ramesh Chandra Lohoti. He has taken the charge of the Federation of Karnataka Chamber of Conference, that is similar to CII of India. Then Toto Shabda Sangraha. It is a dictionary of the Toto language, which is generally spoken on the West Bengal. Only 1600 people are left. Then we have Amrita Amrita Briksha Andolon. It is by Assam government. Then we have the Global Stainless Steel Expo, which was held in Maharashtra, Mumbai. Divya Kala Mela in Varanasi. International Conference on Dam Safety was in Rajasthan, and theme was Safe and Secure Dams. Then what we have, Ayushman Aapke Dwar 3.0 program will allow eligible beneficiaries and enrolled in PMJ scheme to download the health cards. Then we have Badi Bazaar. So this is Kerala had opened this Badi Bazaar, a free of cost center for elders. Gati Shakti Vishwavidyalaya means Rail University will be in Vadodara, Gujarat. Then International Cruise Terminal Vishakhapatnam, India's first AI school, Kerala. Then nothing more important, I suppose. The Naur 3. Naur 3 is the Iran's Revolutionary Guard. They have first placed this satellite 450 kilometers above the Earth. This is basically a military imaging satellite. What is the name of this? Naur 3 of Iran. Then we have nothing more important. Hmm. Veteran actor Michael Gambon, who had played the role of Dumbledore in Harry Potter, has passed away recently. Yeah, that's it. I think this is for the month of September. Let's see October tomorrow. Thank you.